Welcome back, everyone. How's everyone doing out there? I wanted to start off today's live with a big thank you to all my subscribers, to all the champions out there. I have finally reached an amount of subscribers I never thought I would reach. Getting to 10,000 subscribers, it feels so amazing, guys. I can't say enough. When I got started, I'm sitting there thinking, how impossible it sounds to get 1,000 viewing hours and to get 1,000 subscribers. And you guys have made it a very enjoyable ride so far. I can tell you that. So I want to say thank you to all the champions out there, all the subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been one amazing adventure. And I never even look back. I think about it every day, about the time and effort I put into this, and it's a great thing to have. I mean, I love the YouTube platform, allowing me to get out there and reach an audience of people that are like-minded, people that are like me and over in the States that may be getting close to retirement or maybe want to take an early retirement, and helping you guys um, bridge that gap of leaving the States and moving abroad for a bigger and better life. All right, so we're going to start off with the comments here today. We've got Jeremy, a new YouTube member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I always love seeing new members. And again, you can reach out to me whenever you'd like. We can talk on a video call or a call uh, and go over anything you guys want to talk about. Again, that's what membership's all about, is getting that one-on-one conversation going. But thank you so much, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Gabe's in the house. Good morning, Brett. Good morning and good evening, champs. Yes, good evening back in the West. And good morning here in the Philippines. Thanks for tuning in, Gabe. Big E, good morning, folks. Hope everyone is having a great day. Yes. If you're back in the States, you're getting ready for bedtime here shortly. You got about another 2 hours and it's starting to look for shut-eye. Roger Bell, good evening from Ontario, Canada. Yes. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Thank you so much. All the good mornings are pouring in already. Mr. Dave, old Britt looks pleasant today. Thank you so much. Wearing my Georgia today. You got a big game next week for Georgia. Big time nemesis. That Alabama Crimson Tide. Again, always a hard game. We've only won one game against the Alabama Tide, so hopefully this is going to be a repeat of that game, because I'm looking forward to the game and hoping we come out on top again. This time we're the higher ranked team and undefeated, and I'm looking forward to a great game. Yes, good morning, Big E. Yes, from Gabe. Lowell, good morning and God bless. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. How's it coming in today, guys? I'm here by the pull bar. Are we coming in loud and clear? Got some good audio, good video today? Gabe, good morning, Mr. Dave. Yes. Everyone's got their good mornings. Big E, Auburn, Oklahoma was painful to watch. Yeah, things are becoming so equal in college football, though, with the transfer portal and players getting paid now. You look at our quarterback from last year. I mean, he's over in Miami right now and doing quite well. Very high ranked team as well in Miami. He's throwing that ball. Didn't look as good as he did on the previous games as he did yesterday. Again, yesterday wasn't his best day, but again, they pulled it out and pulled off a victory versus Florida. So he's doing quite well, but that's what happens. We're paying him a lot less, and he says, well, I can go to where, grass is greener as far as money wise. And I'm just hoping we can pull off a championship and show him, hey, Mr. Beck, you ain't got one of these. You don't have one of these. This is your last season. You don't have one of these natties. All Are you missing Isle Mall yet, sir? No, actually, I didn't even go to the mall that much anymore. I'd go there and say hello to my friends once in a while. I'd go by there by Starbucks and meet up with my friends. And again, one of my best friends, George, has actually moved um, down towards the Dumagetti area. He bought land and he's building a house. And then one of my best friends, B-Rad, he works all the time, so I don't get a chance. We actually just texted last night for the first time in a while. We hadn't talked very much because he's always working. He works at third shift, graveyard shift. And my friend Mark, he's kind of like on, I guess what do you call it, girlfriend lockdown. They don't do that much, and he is happy with his life with his girlfriend. So I don't get to see him very much as well. So again, people do their lifestyle and do their own thing. Trina, say, have a great day, champions. Yes, thank you so much, Trina. Happy 10K subscribers. Yes. Again, it's an amazing feeling, guys, to wake up yesterday and have over 10,000 subscribers. I think I woke up yesterday. I think I was around 10,006. So again, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the greatest. I can't say enough about the champions out there. Without you guys, the channel would have never grown. It'd never be where it's at today. So thank you guys so much. It's your support and your encouragement that keeps me going. And I've got plenty of videos out there right now. My dad calls it the can. I've got 6 videos in the can. I'm going to do 2 videos today for you guys. So again, I got 6 videos coming out. You guys have been asking out there. You guys have wanted to know what it's like outside the gates of Tomboli. And some people were saying, "Hey, don't go out walking at night. Don't go out walking outside Tomboli." Well, I got a big video coming out for you guys, showing you guys my walk and my adventure with all the locals right here outside the gates of Tomboli. So that video is coming out very shortly. But again, I can't say enough. You guys are the greatest, the champions. You guys have made me want to push through. Again, the first 2 months was brutal. I'm gonna be honest. Putting out a video per day. Sometimes I was putting out 2 videos per day. It was quite brutal. I felt like that was all I was actually doing was YouTube, and I had to find that medium ground to keep me focused on that. Hey, I'm retired, but also wanting to do a channel for you guys out there because I thoroughly believe that the best choice you could make in life, anytime you get over 50, I'm going to say, no, go back. Anytime you get over 45, it's time to retire and take on that better life in a different country where you can actually live on a fifth of what it costs in the States. Thank you so much, Trina. I hope I'm doing a good job. Hope I'm keeping this channel in an honest way. I try to do my very, very best to put out the very best content I possibly can. Again, I want to thank you guys for the most recent video I put out. That video is right now at almost 31,000, and I want to thank you guys for that. Your support, your encouragement has led me to make better videos. Again, I hope I'm getting better at doing these lives, as well as I hope I'm getting better at doing the live video. I mean, the videos. And your encouragement pushes me there. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. Again, I can't say enough. 10,000 subscribers. I never would have thought it would have ever happened. When I first got started, I'm sitting there thinking about that uphill battle trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 viewing hours. I'm like, oh, this is never going to happen. And you guys have made it possible. So again, thank you guys so much. Cletus in the house. Got my brother here watching. 10K. Great job, Britus. Yes, thank you so much, Cletus. Love you, my bro. And again, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about 45 and getting your butt over here to the Philippines because I believe this is where you should be. I don't think you should be over there in the States working your butt off 12 to 14-hour days. You should be over here in the Philippines or Thailand or Indonesia, Vietnam, because they're making so many different ways now for it to actually work. I got a little friend up here, an ants crawling around my camera. But again, I believe you should be over here right now with me, enjoying life and taking it in day by day and actually living for yourself and not living for work. That's just my take on that. Master Dave, I viewed some of Trina C's videos. She's friendly. Yes, she is. Very sweet girl. Very sweet young lady. Shush, Mr. Dave. Yeah, it seems like she's a very shy young lady as well. From Gabe, the anti-flood prevention corruption in the Philippines has prompted the banking authority to start monitoring large cash withdrawals over 8,000. It may affect expats when withdrawing for big items. I don't see any big items coming anytime soon for me. They do have, and again, I've looked at it. I haven't looked at it in person yet. I've watched it online. They do have the Honda ADV 350 out now in IT Park. I'm going to go by there tomorrow after the meeting, and I am going to look at that bad boy and think about doing the move up. But again, you don't get to test ride them here, so but I'm excited about seeing it. I hope they have either a white, black, or gray. I've got a red bike now. I want to make a change and either go to the white, the black, or the gray. So I'm very, very excited about that. Again, knowing top speed for the ADV 160 is around 80 miles per hour. I'm looking forward to seeing what the top speed is on the ADV 350. Also want to see the other advantages. Does it have a better system? Does it have what's the comparison as far as fuel economy? Things like that. I just want to look at all the different things. If I did make the change, I have to take off a lot of things off my bike and make sure that they're actually compatible with the ADV 350. Can I put the same top box on there? I also have a computer system that actually does my tire pressure. It does my phone as far as Android Auto and or iPhone. What do you guys call that? The iPhone, your car service. It has that on my system. Allows me to play music and play with my music on there and fast forward and rewind and things like that. Also has the navigation system. Again, it's an amazing system to have on the bike. I did a short video on that a long time ago. So if you guys haven't seen that, let me know. But again, I'm not too much worried about having any big purchase items. I think that bike comes in at 6,000. So I could probably get close to 2,500 for my bike. So, I'm taking a pretty big hit on it though. But again, I do want to go by and look at it, and you never know. Dave Ruski's in the house. I think this is the first time you've been on the channel. I haven't seen anything from you. Thank you so much, Dave Ruski. This is actually one of my brother's oldest friends in Albany, Georgia. At one point, we actually lived together in a apartment in Albany, Georgia. Great guy, and I hope he's doing well. He's in the aircon business, heating and air business, so I'm hoping he's doing well. And he does travel a little bit. He has my brother beat, very similar in age. And what does he do? He goes on trips. He actually does things. I mean, my brother, he waits every year to go on a 1-year trip that's for free. And other than that, if it's not a free trip, he ain't going. That's just not his thing. So again, he has a place down in Palatka. He'll go down there in Palatka, Florida, and he'll go in and say he's doing up big, staying in double wide, and doing a trail, doing the next door neighbor, the trailer bar, and going over there and doing karaoke over there. We could be here in a 5-star resort with me. Now, I'm sure it's great down there. That's one of his girlfriend's favorite places in the world. Is her name is Jenny. Again, it's one of her favorite places to be. And I'm sure if I ever visited down there, I never visited there before. But I'm sure if I visit, I can find something I enjoy. I do like boating, and they do take the boat out. I don't like the fishing part, though. So I'm not much of a shrimper or scalloper or whatever they call it down there. That's not my thing. But again, Dave Brewski, thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate you. I mean, I think it's the first time I've seen you on my channel. But thank you so much, Dave Brewski. Gabe, congrats on reaching a surpassing 10K YouTube subscribers. Yes, onwards and upwards. I'm looking forward to it. Yes. David Haas, deer hunting. So I'll be off and on. Hope you're enjoying that. I've actually been deer hunting twice. One of my longest friends back in Albany, Georgia, his name is Jimmy Miller, and he is now on a boat full time. He does. I'm not sure if he's a mate or just an assistant. I'm not sure what he does actually on the boat, but he stays on a boat all year round and travels the world on a boat. And he took me deer hunting twice. Never killed a deer. I'm bad though, guys. I mean, when it comes to hunting, when I think about hunting, I hit a rabbit once in my car, and I flipped out. I hated it. I mean, to look on the side of the road. I got out of the car and everything, and to see it flopping. It was this terrible scene. I think I've hit 2 or 3 squirrels before in my life. That wasn't a good feeling. So I couldn't even imagine watching a larger animal um, go through agony and death. I mean, I've seen that a few times with animals, and I've watched my own pets pass, and that was heartbreaking. So again, I have a hard time with that. But I know my brother; he loves deer hunting. All the friends down here of his go down there and they deer hunting all the time. So thanks for tuning in, my friend. Good morning, Trina from Gabe. Yes, Trina said good morning, Gabe. Hope you're doing well. Yes. Even Dave Ruski's getting the good mornings. Mr. Dave, Britt, do you prefer Filipinas with natural dark skin or artificially white skin? There's no preference. I find all Filipinas to be beautiful. They have a beautiful complexion, but the main thing about a Filipina, when you find the right ones out there, and I'm not talking about just dating, just meeting the right one in general, as far as just a good Filipina, the heart is where it's at. Very caring, very giving. Um, they were brought up in a family that's all about family, so that's where their lifestyle is taking them as far as life lessons. And I could do an entire video for 2 hours just talking about Filipinas and the differences between a Filipina and girls from the West. At least most girls from the West. I'm not saying all. There's some good women out there in the West, guys. So don't think that I'm talking down on Western women. From my experience, a bad marriage, failed relationship after relationship, that type of thing, and to get over here and see that, um, I guess where I'm be hard to say to you guys. A lot of you guys maybe ever thinking, "Hey, it's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault." Again, I'm not saying I'm the easiest person to get along with. I'm sure I'm quite difficult. I'm setting my ways, and again, I'm 55. I'm kind of setting my ways, but um, I'm outgoing. I like to have a good time, but again, I probably demand a lot from a relationship, and a Filipina knows how to take that. So again, it'll be a shocker for most of you guys over in the States when you're dealing with a westernized woman and you're thinking about, hey, making that move over here because of dating. Um, you're going to be quite surprised on your findings. From David Haas, Cletus, you and your brother are identical. Not really. I got some hair up there. Cletus. I love you, bro. Now again, he's when it comes to talent, my brother is amazing. When it comes to anything as far as information or knowledge, I would always go to him. Again, Magnum cum laude, University of Georgia, straight A student. And you're coming to over here, where I hopped from college to college and ended up um, graduating from UNC Charlotte with a 2.0. Again, you can't graduate unless you have a 2.0. I had to take like a little side class to get a B in it just so I could get a 2.0. So we're a little bit different when it comes to smarts. But again, I can't say enough about my brother. He's fantastic. I mean, he's amazing. Anybody who can do 500 to 600 songs by heart and not even have to look at a screen, that tells you how smart they are. Because I know about 4 or 5 songs. Now, when songs come on, I can actually do pretty well with it, guys. I can actually remember a bunch of songs when they come on. So I'm not going to say I don't know all the words, but to know them by heart, to know 500 to 600 songs and know them by heart, it's an amazing feat to me. Gabe, David Haas, please spare Santa's reindeer. The sled is not a Tesla engine, electric operated, not just. Not just yet. Cletus, watching the live with Pop and Dave. Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Right now, we have 32 viewers. In case you guys didn't know, we have 32 viewers. We've been going on for right at 20 minutes. And this is one of the most exciting days of my life here in the Philippines. I love meeting you guys every Monday and Thursday. I look forward to it. It's excitement the night before. In fact, I was so excited probably last night when I went to bed about my live this morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, could not go to sleep. Again, of course, I had to go to the restroom. But other than that, it's an amazing time to come together with like-minded people and friends and family and have a good time and have a good talk. Believe me, I wish I could just hit a button and able to hear you guys talk to me, but they don't have that yet. If they do, have that, let me know, guys. If I can hit a button somewhere and do that on a different platform, let me know. Okay, good evening, Cletus. No time to slack off. Get back to work tomorrow. Yeah, he has to get back to work. He's going to bed here in a few hours, and he'll be getting up in the work, up for work in the morning. And I'll be giving him a call when I get up in the morning and saying, "Hey, have a great day." And all I'm doing is work 13 to 14 hours a day. I'm going to do some car business. That's what he's going to tell me, guys. So again, when he gets into that car lot and I show him the beach or show him the pool, he shows me a car lot and says, "I'm doing it up big." So we're a little different when it comes to that. Ted, congrats on 10,000 subs, Britt. Thank you so much, Ted, my friend. I appreciate it so much. Again, it was a long time waiting on it, but I am very excited to have 10,000 subscribers. I can't say enough. You guys mean the world to me. You guys are the true champs out there. You keep my channel going. Without you, there would be not even 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. My diehards out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say enough about you. Look at this. I got a viewer out there who doesn't show up on the channel very often, but she's done it on the last couple of lives. Miss Jenny Lamax. This is my brother's lifetime partner of around 18 years. When they first got together, I remember this. When they first got together, they came to actually visit me in New York. Again, guys, I'm not sure if you guys can tell by the accent. I used to live in New York for 12 years. Forget about it. You bunch of Weisenheimers. So I lived in New York for 12 years. And when they first started dating, they actually took a trip up to see me in New York. And boy, did we have a good time. He needs to be here with his brother right now, having a good life and a good lifestyle. But I just can't get him to stop, guys. I can't get him to stop working. He has such a big budget. He can stop working, never touch his money, and live off of ETF funds, dividends. And I'm talking 3 times my budget, guys. But nope, not enough. I got to do that car business. I got a lot to prove to myself. I got to buy some more headaches. Headaches being properties. So he's got a lot of properties to buy, guys. And so I'll let him have those headaches when they need a new paint job, need a new air condition, need a new whatever they need, new flooring because they mess the floors up. I'll let him tackle that. Clicker identical makes me think of my cousin Vinny. Pop loves the courtroom scene. Yes. Cletus, hey, Philly Am and David. Yes, thank you guys. Love everybody showing up today. Mr. Dave, how are things in Indonesia? Have things cooled down a lot there in Indonesia, Mr. Dave? I got Ben in the house. And again, guys, I am trying to talk Ben into coming onto the channel, guys. He's one of those shy types. He's like a Filipino. He's a little shy when it comes to the camera. But I bet if you guys give him some encouraging words, he may make it onto my channel. And maybe I'll tell him, hey, I'll do 90% of the talking, and he can just nod his head or something. What do you think about that? I'll ask him questions, and then I'll say yes or no. Maybe he can do it that way. But Ben, hello, Britt, and everyone. My Buntag. Congratulations on reaching 10,000 subs. I'm currently on my way to immigration in Lapu-Lapu. Thank you so much, Ben, for being on the channel. Heading immigration, are you getting your 2-month, or you got more bigger ideas? My 2-month right now is good until November the 4th. So November the 4th, I'll have to come up, go to Lapu-Lapu, but now I'm a lot closer. So I'm not a far ride now. It used to be like 40 minutes to get there. Now I'm actually sometimes 30 minutes, depending on traffic. But now I'm only about 15 minutes away from the office. Gabe, good morning, Ben. Yes. All the good mornings are coming in. Now, again, I met last night with one of my subscribers. We went out to eat dinner last night. Went out with Marcus, and I do have a video coming out pretty soon, guys. Besides eating here at the resort, I wanted to go outside the resort and eat at the top 3 restaurants here, according to Google and TripAdvisory and things like that. So I went to the top 3 restaurants, and last night I went out with Marcus and him and his girlfriend and my party. We went out to a fantastic restaurant called Cabana, and we had a feast, guys. And so on the video to come out pretty soon, I'm going to show those 3 restaurants. I'm going to show a tasting test. I'm going to show you guys the food. I'm going to show you guys the menus. I'm going to show you guys the ambience and the atmosphere of all 3 restaurants. So look forward to seeing that in the near future. I know it's not going to be a whammy when it comes to views, but that's what I like to do. I like to show everyone everything instead of just staying on the same topics. I like to do everything, guys. Philly Am style. Good morning, Ben. Yes. Everybody's getting their good mornings in. Gabe, Ben, please say hello to Magellan when you get there. And again, I don't say this enough, guys, but thank you so much for mentioning it, Ben. Very loyal fan to the channel, and I appreciate that. A true champion. But if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you like my content, hit that like button. Let me know I'm doing a good job, guys. The like button, I didn't even know this though, but hitting that like button and giving comments actually helps to elevate every one of my videos and helps to elevate every one of my lives. Now, again, I didn't know that, but if you guys that are watching today, I will ask, if you don't mind, if you watch my channel and you like my content, hit that like button for everything. I don't care if it's just to say hello, Britt, whatever it may be. Just give me a comment. I didn't realize how much that meant to the algorithm when it comes to YouTube, but I'm learning more and more as I go. But again, thumbs up, a like, um, watching it during these again, these are things I found out here recently. If a person watches a video, if they watch it from start to finish, if they watch the ads as well, all those things, if you watch it for a long duration and if you watch the ads, if you give me a thumbs up, if you give me a comment, all those things help my channel and helps everyone who you watch out there. When it comes to YouTube, it helps their channel out a lot and helps the algorithm promote that video and or live. So again, if you like my content, hit that like button. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Mr. Dave, my grandpa is 90 years old and living alone in an apartment in America. 90 years old in the Philippines are usually with family. True. My grandparents, I got both sets. I have one grandmother still alive on my mom's side of the family. She is now 93 and she's still alive and going well. And my grandfather on my mom's side of the family, he passed away years ago from stroke. And then my dad's side of the family, my grandparents passed not too long ago, a couple of years back. They were 93 years old. Can't say enough. They were my role models in life. They were amazing people. To be married as long as them, if I remember correctly, I think it was 76 years. I think they were married 76 years. Never apart except for work and things like that, always together, and a true representation of what life in marriage should be like back in the States. They were that couple to me. I was able to see and learn a lot from them. They're an amazing couple. Again, I love them and miss them dearly. They were my backbones. When I would go to North Carolina to either live and or to visit, I would most of the time want to spend my time with them and see them every day. They were just some people look at other people in their lives as being role models, like a Michael Jordan or a Jerry Rice or a Tom Brady or an actor. They were my role models. I could never live to their greatness. I mean, they were beyond my level, but amazing people. I'm going to give you guys a little story about them. I thought this was very, very funny. On their 40th wedding anniversary, we threw a big party for them, and they did a video behind the scenes of the anniversary. And they got to my grandparents, and the person that was doing the camera work said, "Hey, I've heard from all your children, and they're telling me what amazing parents you were." I mean, they made their clothes, outfits. If my dad wanted to be in football, they got on the pads. If my aunt wanted to be in cheerleading, they got the cheerleading outfits. Whatever it took, they made sure they worked extra jobs just to provide for them. But when they asked them that question, the person doing the video said, "Hey, um, we hear from your children. They say that you are the best parents in the world." My grandmother looked straight in the camera and said, "I wasn't that good of a parent because my children are not in church." And I'm not sure if that's what did it for my dad, but my dad actually went to church for a while, and he did go and play church basketball. I remember going there as a kid and actually going and watching him play at the church basketball league. And he was amazing. He's the top scorer of the team. So again, he's always an athlete. He's a great golfer, and love him to death. But my grandparents were the backbones, and so I know where you're coming from, Mr. Dave. My grandparents meant the world to me. They were fantastic people. I've got so many sayings that my grandfather would always say, and there's probably not a day that I wake up where I don't have a thought of them. Um, Wishing they could be here with me. Wishing they could be here in the Philippines with me, of course, because I think they would be amazed by the Philippines. But again, they were kind of like the porch tour, like my dad. They like to stay at home, but I think they would love calling the Philippines home. I think they would have enjoyed it here, and I would have helped them. I wish they're here now. But again, thanks for that, Mr. Dave. It brought back some memories. Thank you. Gabe, come on, guys and gals. Like and share and subscribe. Yes, hit that like button. Let me know I'm doing a good job. And again, I didn't know this again. So if you watch my videos and you guys are out there paying attention, please hit that like button. Let me know I'm doing a good job on my videos. Again, it helps the algorithm and it helps my channel grow. It helps me get more subscribers, and it gives me the opportunity to actually help other people out there get their butts over to the Philippines. Man, Philly Am style, I think Lapu Lapu will be standing guard over Magellan. Mr. Dave, world travel isn't a big part of American culture. It's not surprising Britt's family does not want to do it. Now, my brother likes to travel, but I mean, it's kind of strange. He loves to travel, but he only goes on one trip a year, and the only reason he goes on that trip is because Chevrolet pays for it. And again, he's been on some fantastic trips. I think he gets 3 to 5 days when he goes, but I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he has traveled. I mean, I give it to him. He has traveled. He's traveled to more European countries than I have. I've only been to Amsterdam. He's been to Amsterdam twice, and he's been to England, and he's been to France. So he's actually traveled a little bit. But I've traveled more when it comes to places like this. I've done a lot more travel when it comes to all inclusives. Again, at one point, going on 5 trips a year that are places just like this. And so again, that was part of my life because I was part of a union up in New York. Um, but I think that I mean my dad's not old by any means. He's only 75, 20 years older than me. So he's not old by any means. He just set in his ways, and he's been in Albany, Georgia too much. He's stuck on that porch throwing ball to a dog and riding around in his golf cart, seeing the same streets every day, and thinks that's the biggest thing since the spinning wheel. But my brother, though, I think once he comes over here and sees how cheap it is to live and how great life can be, I think he'll make a decision one of these days to maybe not be here in the Philippines, but maybe Indonesia, maybe Thailand or Vietnam, or maybe even the Philippines. I think he'd love it here in the Philippines, though, because he loves karaoke. And the other day, when I did that little walking tour, I did 4 karaoke sessions in one day, guys. So, again, I love some karaoke. Mike, love your channel. Just wondering if you know of any pet friendly condos in the IT Park area. I did know of one. Actually, I'd have to look that up. Let me see. Tell you what, I'll take 1 second on this question because it does come up quite a bit. Let me pull up again. This you can probably find this on Google. I'm gonna look up pet friendly condos in IT Park, Cebu. I know there's one. I forgot what the name of it was, but again, I know for a fact that one of my friends, Michael, he has a dog. Let me see what it says. Grand Residences. So again, Grand, Grand Residences. It is pet friendly. Let me see if they have any more here. The Median, Median, is also pet friendly. LaGuardia Flats number 2. LaGuardia Flats number 2. Cebu IT Park, I think that's just the main area. Grand Residence, Cebu, is pet friendly. All right, well, that's probably enough for that subject, but I just wanted to give you guys that information. Yes, there are some pet friendly places over here. So again, you can bring your dog, your cat, or your animals, and you can find a place for them. Philly Amstyle well summed up, Mr. Dave. The reality is the reality in the U.S. or the West is the old age days is best defined as either being alone and forgotten by the family or in an old folks' home among strangers until death. Again, that does happen. Now, my grandparents stayed in their house until the very end, up until their 93s. Actually, they died within 4 days of each other, guys. And you're gonna break me to tears if I'm thinking about them. So let me move on. Gabe, hello, Mike. Yes. Cletus, little headache today. I had to change the guts of a toilet today at a rental. Again, just another headache. He's always doing headaches and says, I got it made and loves it, doing it up big, working all the time. I mean, not only does he work 12 to 14-hour days in the car business, and then he's on his days off, he's out there on a tractor doing grass, mowing grass, or doing flooring, or doing commodes. Sounds amazing to me, Cleus. You keep it up, all right? You keep up that good life and doing it up big. I'll stay here and live a 5-star resort, a 5-star resort lifestyle. And I'll live it up big my way. Philly Am, it's not a great situation currently going in Nepal. Our thoughts and prayers with all that are affected in Nepal. Yes. Ben is going for his first 29-day waiver. So again, guys, the very first time when you first get here, the first one's not called an extension. The first one's called a waiver. So you'll be doing a waiver for the first time. So again, good to hear that. Michael S. Hey, Brett, I'm a recent subscriber. Thanks for reviewing the 1 and 2 bedroom rentals. Looking to retire in 2 years. Appreciate the work you are putting in. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. I love all my champions out there. I love all the subscribers. You guys are the greatest. Without you guys, I would not have a channel. So it's nice that I can relay some information that I have learned almost over the last 2 years and relay it to you guys. So it helps you guys get out of the States, get out of Canada, get out of your home country and start living a life in a different country where you're paying about a fifth of the cost. A fifth of the cost, not a half, a fifth. Doug Vincent, we ate at Cabana a few days last spring when we were at the Mark Resort. Yes, it was a great venue with good staff. Yes, excellent staff, great venue there. Overlooking a place called the Cove, right behind it. I got a video coming out here, guys, pretty soon on that. The great staff. In fact, I gave them one of my cards and let them know I was going to video in advance and ask them for permission. And they said, of course. And the manager sent over free desserts to the table. So again, a thumbs up to them and a shout out to Cabana. And also, I did two other restaurants. I want to give a shout out to 7107 right here down the street from where I live. Very nice restaurant, very good staff, very friendly, very cordial, and they also very good food, by the way. Great barbecued ribs. And by the way, they did give me also a free dessert on the house. So again, I want to give them a shout out and a thumbs up as well to the 7107. Gabe, Cleats Kirky sounds like an episode of Dirty Jobs. Fixing the toilet of the rental, should have made a video out of it. No, I wouldn't want to make a video of fixing the toilet. That's just me. I'm not a dirty kind. Hello, Doug Vincent. Yes. So we got hellos coming in. I must be totally frank. Getting closer, landing in Cebu on November the 20th. Do you already have a hotel set up? Do you have a condo set up, an Airbnb set up? How long are you going to be here for? If you're going to be here long term, don't forget about the relocation program. I help you guys out with the most difficult parts of moving to the Philippines or moving abroad. I'm going to help you guys out with your visa extension by picking you up in my car, taking you there for the very first visa waiver. I'll also help you guys out with your cell service, taking you to the 2 locations where you can actually get cell service set up on your phone. Again, you can't just go anywhere here to get cell service. There's 2 different places to go for the cell services here. You have Globe and you have Smart. I actually pick you up in the car and take you there personally in my car and get you guys service set up. I'll help you out with your bike registration, your driver's license. I'll help you guys out with meeting a Filipina. Whatever it takes, guys, to make you guys comfortable here in the Philippines, that's what I do. I take away all the guesswork. So again, my relocation program, if you're interested in it, you can find me on Facebook Messenger, Britt McAllister, BrittMcAllister, or on my email, jbmcharrison@yahoo.com. Be more than happy to help you guys. Thank you so much, Jenny. I'm trying my best, guys, because again, when Chad asked me about doing YouTube, my response is no way. There's no way I'm going to be doing YouTube. I'm here to retire and have a good time and have a good life and just relax and enjoy life. But he got me thinking, and he talked about the entire experience and what he's been through and how much I could contribute to people that are actually thinking about moving here to the Philippines. And basically, the thing that came across the most is he told me at the time there's not a person really here in Cebu City that's actually on YouTube and really reaching out to people to move to Cebu City. And so I said, okay, I'll do it. And a thumbs up to Chad Foster Explorers. Great dude, great friend. And because of him, I'm here doing this. But because of you guys, I'm still doing it. I said, thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much. Janice Ellis. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Hope you're doing well. There's Gabe giving some good mornings to Miss Ellis. Philly Amsal will be here waiting for arrival in Cebu. I must be totally frank, around Thanksgiving. Yes, I'll be here waiting for you. I'll leave the light on for you, my friend. Mr. Dave, I should have said that Americans tend to only go to other first world countries when they travel internationally. I didn't do that. I traveled to like Jamaica and Mexico and Dominican Republic. And to let you guys know, if you guys have traveled to those countries, if you travel to Jamaica, Dominican Republic, or Mexico, when you go to a resort, the same thing is here. Once you leave some of the resorts here, not all places, but here in Moncton, Newtown, if you're or Lapu Lapu, if you're leaving the resort, what you get when you leave the resort is the exact same feel you get in those countries as well. It's the exact same environment. So again, you can kind of get an idea, but I do have a video coming out here shortly showing you guys outside the gates of Tamboli. What part of the South you from? I grew up in the South. I was born in North Carolina. I was raised in Georgia. I lived a good part of my life in Georgia, a good part of my life in North Carolina, a good part of my life in Alabama, and lived in Florida for a while. But, I've traveled the South and lived in the South. And I am a dog fan. Right on there on my shirt. Go Dogs! Georgia? Georgia? Oh, Georgia. I see how you're saying it, Georgia. Cool. Rome here. Yes. Yeah, I am looking forward to next week's game. Oh my gosh. I am tired of hearing about the dogs can't beat Alabama. We only have one victory, and it came at a very important time. We actually won the championship versus Alabama, and we've only beat them one time. So it's time for more victories, guys. So let's root on the dogs next week. And if you're a Bama fan, I'm sorry, but it's Dog Nation time. Philly Am Style, Britt, part of your channel's mission, as well as your relocation program services. One of the most important things you offer is addressing the would-be expats, limiting beliefs and mindset. Yes, people have talked about me on here in the past, and they know as far as my attitude towards the Philippines, and I don't have any negative comments. I still don't have any negative comments when it comes to the Philippines. I love everything about the Philippines. I don't have any negatives. People ask me all the time. I don't have any negatives. I love it here. It's an amazing place to call home. It's an amazing place to live. I love it, love it, love it. So you'll never find me, anything negative come out of my mouth regarding the Philippines. I love it here, but people to each his own. This is uh my place to call home, and I love it. And one day I'll have my family here to visit, and they're going to see why I do love it. Yes, Dave Etheridge, Dave Ruski, go dogs. In mine, yes. Good morning. Thanks so much, my friend. Thanks for tuning in to the channel. I appreciate it. Yes, poor volunteers, bless them. Yes, it's kind of strange. They missed that field goal to win the game, and then they made the same identical field goal to take the lead, and then we touchdown on them, of course, and win the game out. But yes, 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 ain't nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Go dogs. Go dogs. Stick them, stick them. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hello, Vinmon. Yes. Vinmon, Brett, have you become a Philippine citizen yet? No, I'm gonna keep my citizenship in the States. I'm not sure how that would affect me getting my Social Security. Again, I got quite a few years. I got what 6.5 years left. Is that right? Yeah, 6.5 years to get my pension. I mean to get Social Security, and I got 4.5 years to get my pension and 4.5 years to get my annuity. So bigger and better things, as Philly Am always says, onward and upward, or upward and onward. But thanks, Vinmon, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Good morning, Philly Am Style. Yes, Mr. Dave. I love it here in Indonesia, but there's no good places with an expat retiree community. The Muslim religion makes some people not want to go here. Bali has retirees, but it's extremely crowded. I could imagine. I am going to visit there in the near future. I'm not sure. Hopefully, I'll visit all four countries I want to visit within the next 6 months to a year. I will visit all four countries in the next 6 months to a year. And again, that's going to be Indonesia. That's going to be Malaysia, Vietnam, and Thailand. And I will probably also make a trip to Japan. I'm going to put that on my list as well. I want to check it out and see what it's all about. LOL, laughing out loud, used up their fairy dust. Nope, no, we didn't use up their fairy dust. We got a little bit more when it comes to Alabama. We're going to show them next week. Britt, have you heard anything about what is happening to Mike's Philippine Retirement Channel in Dumaguete? What do you mean? Is everything all right? Is he going back to the States? Is he retiring from the YouTube business? I haven't heard anything at all. So if you guys know about it, let me know. From Gabe, it appears that the so-called old guard of the Maggette YouTube vlogger is thinning out, and it is creating a big void. I didn't know that. I mean, I'll have to check them out. I didn't know that. Maybe they're retiring for good and don't want to do this again. It is work, guys. Maybe they just want to sit back and relax and start enjoying the scenery. And my goals are different. I mean, I'm still young. I feel like I'm still healthy, and while I still have breath, I want to get you guys over here to experience what I'm experiencing. Because again, you guys can think that yes, you can have a good retirement back in America. The average Social Security is only $1,500 to $1,600 per month. That gets you nothing in America. That gets you a porch tour, not going out for dinner, not going traveling. It gets you nothing. It gets you a porch tour, and that's all it gets you. Over here, $1,600 can get you a life with traveling. I must be totally frank. Already booked stay in Cityscape Grand Towers in Cebu to start. Permanently recoding to the Philippines. Tennessee Vols fan here. So sorry about the Tennessee fans. I know you guys had it won. I mean, I thought it was over. I thought you guys won the game. It was a great game. I'm glad we pulled it off. But congrats on having a good team this year and last and the year before. You guys are doing quite well. Always keeping up with the Bulldogs, tooth and nail. So again, respect the team. Thank you so much for tuning in and appreciate you. But again, if you need any help, I do have the relocation program over here. I could go ahead and help you get set up, in other places that are pet friendly or whatever you're looking for. But again, that's what I'm here for. Mr. Dave, I'm curious about Mike also. I think he went to Cebu because of heart problems. There's a rumor that Janet is pregnant or they broke up. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know anything about it. I'm sure I'll touch base with Chad. Chad's down in the Dumaguete area now. I'll check in with Chad and see what's going on with that situation. Actually, I'll call him after today's live and see if I can hear more, and I'll update you guys on what I find out. If it's too much information, I don't like to provide. I'm not a person who wants to spread around rumors and gossip. But if it's genuine news, I'll let you guys know. Make sure he's okay. Gabe, there are some videos by another vlogger called Bruce saying that Mike and Janet are falling apart, and the channel has only had a few videos lately. Other rumors say that Mike has a bad temper. Again, let's don't spread any rumors. I don't know what's going on with this channel. Maybe he is quite a bit older than me, and maybe he just wants to retire and enjoy life. Maybe he's done his part of getting people over here from the States and from other countries. So I know he's been a very good representative of the Philippines. He's done very, very well with his channel, and I wish him luck. And if something's going on, I wish him well with his health. But until I find out the real story, I don't want to have any gossip or anything like going on the channel, guys. So appreciate the feedback. But again, I will check on that. All right, guys, we're right at an hour here, and I've ran out of comments. If you guys want to keep it going, let me know. If not, we'll call it a day. Again, it's a Monday morning. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go home, probably have a late breakfast. And after that, I think I'm going to come down here and either do a little bit of snorkeling or just come here and hang by the pool. I mean, I'm excited about doing that all the time. I love it here at Tom Bully still, guys. Been here. It's going on it's over 3 weeks now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying my time, and I love it here, so it has not changed. Maybe after a 2-month stay, it'll be a different story. I don't know. I just know that right now, as of right now, I could not be more satisfied with Tom Bully than I am right now. I love it here. I'm not making it over to IT Park as much as I want, but I am going to make a point to actually go over there more than once or twice a week, because I've been going over there about once or twice a week, but I will be making more time to go over there. Roger Bell, hey, Britt, just noticed your hat. Did you ever own a Corvette? Yes, I bought a Corvette for my brother. I bought one of the Stingrays, not the lower end, the one right above that. Not the Z9 or whatever, whatever. I didn't buy that one. Mine came in at the time about $55,000, and I actually turned around and I sold it for more than I owed on it. So actually, I made money on the Corvette. It was during the pandemic, and I bought it right before pandemic, and I sold it during the pandemic, and I made a little bit of money on it, and didn't just break even. And thanks to him, he told me you could sell it and make a few thousand, so that's what I did. Loved it though. I mean, that's a great, powerful car, boy. I mean, I had some good times in it. Ben, lost in translation. Sent into grocery store for immigration. Mr. Dave, best country in the world for dating might be Kenya. Africa is great for travel. I had a great girlfriend in Kenya. Problem with Kenya is the high price of hotels and flights. Again, I'm not trying to do that. I'm quite happy with the budget here in the Philippines. I've heard it's very comparable, though, to Thailand, and also it's very comparable to Indonesia, and also heard it's even cheaper in some of those countries, like Vietnam, for example. And I would not be surprised. Maybe one of these days, maybe I'll find myself, country hopping during the year, and maybe doing it a third here, a third there, a half there, half there. But again, I am quite happy here in the Philippines. But again, I do want to check other things out. I only have one life to live, and I want to see what's out there, guys. I'm not much about the porch tour. I want to see what the countries. I want to see different cultures. I want to see different people. I want to see the pros and cons of all the countries. I want to see what they offer as far as the cost of living, condos. I want to see all that, guys. Gabe, Britt, the arch behind you makes a great background frame for the live. Appreciate that. That's just part of the architecture here. I'm actually underneath the bar area here at the pool. But thank you so much for letting me know. Ben, I have a PS Bank. I have a PS Bank on my right and a Chowking on my left. Is this the correct entrance? Chowking on my right. That is the entrance. Yes, that is the entrance. You're going to go in and to the right. So you go in the main entrance of the mall, right beside Chowking, and you're going to see on the right there on the right hand side. You're going to see the immigration office. When you go though, I'm sure today it's going to be fine. But when you go, make sure you go online before you go. They have a lot of holidays here. David Etheridge, any Tesla chargers there? Yes, they have Tesla chargers here. Probably not going to be in abundance though. They do have Tesla chargers. And again, to let you guys know, I've said this over again, but if this helps any of you guys out there, if you are close to retirement or you can retire, this will kind of give you guys an idea. If you have 150,000 US dollars on hand that's yours to invest, you can invest that money in a group of ETFs, and you're going to make 10% per year. Right now, I have 90,000 invested in my 9 ETFs, and right now I'm up to 93,200. So I've gained 3,200 on the actual ETFs, but they're also paying me $920 per month. So again, if you had 150,000, you're going to bring in 1,500. Don't even touch your 150, and you can live off the 1,500 you make from the ETFs. It may not be for everybody. I'm just giving you guys an idea to think about. If you have 200,000, you're going to be living a great life on 2,000 a month, guys. So again, just a word of advice out there. I'm not a person that does financing. I'm not a financing guy at all. Have I played around with the market? Yes. But now I'm leaving it to the ETFs, and they've done quite well for me. And I've watched their how they go over time on the graph. And I actually talked to someone who's a financial advisor about it. And I've spoken to several actually, and I'm in the best ones. And so far, so good. And I can't say enough. Thank you guys for giving that information. Jeff, one of those. Gabe, Ben, sorry, translate into immigration and Visaya on Mondays. Sorry, guys. I didn't even know what that means. Sorry means mix or a variety. So it means that's what they call it, a sorry store. If that's what you're trying to spell out, Ben, the sorry. I'll be showing you guys some sorry stores in the up and coming video with my little walk tour outside the gates here at Tomboli. But I found out that sorry means a mix or a variety of items. That's the reason they call it sorry stores. It's not like just a regular convenience store. They have several items in there. Alan here. We met at the meeting last Tuesday. I'm interested in your services. Not a problem at all. I'm here for you. You can either look me up on Messenger, or you can actually find me on my email. Timothy H. How has snorkeling been? I went snorkeling the other day right off the beach here, guys. I mean, it's not any big fish. I mean, you got some like, about 8 inches, maybe 9 inches, something like that. But the most of them are small, but still plenty to see here off the beach. But the diving here was fantastic. I went on a diving excursion. That video is coming out soon, showing you guys my full day of a 2-tank dive here. My first 2-tank dive here in the Philippines. I did do a 1-tank dive with the whale sharks down in Oslab. This is only my second time diving here in the Philippines. 2-tank dives in 2 different locations. That video is coming out soon. And good morning, champion. Shout out to my beautiful best friend, Trina. I miss you guys. It's me, Totoys. I'm not going to tell you guys what Totoy stands for. Oh, my goodness. Thanks for tuning in. I miss you too. You got to come stay here for a while. Ben, haha, good one. Philly Am style. Yes. Trina C. Oi. On. Yes, good mornings. Roger Bell, any investment strategies for Canadians? I don't know. I just know that I gave a list of the ETFs I've invested in, and every one of my ETFs, guys, the lowest one I have, I think, pays like 8.96%. Only one. The other 8 pay between 10 and 15, actually 10 and 16%. All the other 8. And I have another CD coming available in February. And when I get that 38,000, or it'd be almost close to 40,000, I'll take that 40,000 and put it into 2 other different ETFs. And so that will bring me to a grand total of 40 and 9, 1,300 a month coming in from ETFs. Oh, I cannot wait, guys. The budget just keeps going up. And wait till I get 60 when I have my pension and my annuity. And then 62 for Social Security. I cannot say, excuse me, guys, you can't spend it. You can't spend a big budget like that here unless you want to travel from a resort to the resort. I think I swallowed a bug, guys. Paying $100 to $300 per night for a resort. I can still do that now. I just can't do it very often. But again, I can still do it because I don't go out and do as much. I go out and I do things every day. I mean, I eat out every single, not every day. I do cook at home. Well, I have cooked meals at home. And also, I do a little bit of traveling here and there. I have traveled the Philippines quite a great deal. But I eat out at the best restaurants. I don't even think about money. Went out to the last 4 nights. I've been out to the best 3 restaurants here in Lapu-Lapu, Mactana area. And I can tell you this: it ranges depending on what you order. And I don't just go there just to get an entree. I like to go there and get an appetizer, a dessert. I like to try their food, make sure different variety. So I get a variety of foods. But I'm gonna say it comes in around 1,000 pesos per person. So that's around $18 per person. But you can go there and you can eat on 500, which is about $8 or $9. Gabe, the Metro Supermarket at Ayala Central Block Mall in IT Park has an electric car chargers in its parking lot. So there you go. There you go. You want to know about that, Dave Ruski? He's telling you right there inside the mall. Again, you can live at IT Park and go to the mall every day and just park there and enjoy yourself around IT Park for 35 pesos, less than around, what's that, 60 cents? You can have your car being charged in the parking lot for 60 cents per day and just leave it there for hours and have it charging. Cebu expat, Britt, from my experience, you need 1 million to be set for life. Yeah, I mean, 1 million brings you in 10,000 a month. I don't know. How in the world you can spend 10? I have a hard time spending 3,000, my friend. My budget is 3,000. I have never reached that. The highest I've ever been up until this point. Again, my budget went up a little bit because I am paying a little higher on rent, but other things went down too. But I have never been over 2,400 in a month. And I have traveled 4 times that month. I was gone from my condo, where I'm actually paying for my condo. I was gone for 12 days that month and still only reached 2,400. So you tell me how in the world you could reach 10,000 unless you're just. Now, I have seen guys over here do things I don't do. They go out to the bars to where they have the working girls, and they spend 10,000 pesos in a night, 20,000 pesos in a night. I won't do that. That's not my type of thing. But you can spend the money, guys. You can. You can have a real good time. I just don't understand. On basic life, it'd be hard to spend 10,000. Yes, you can instead of living in my condo, you can actually get into the penthouse. That's going to be a great deal more, probably double the price of mine. So if I'm paying 75, that's going to be 150. So now you're talking about a whopping $1,500 per month for a penthouse, 2-bedroom suite. So again, that's the same price you pay for a regular a regular apartment over in the States. And over here, you're getting a penthouse overlooking the ocean, overlooking the beach, with all the amenities galore. Raymond, how common is the age gap relationship? Do you see many foreigners where you are now? I see them every day. There are guys I've seen here in their 70s, and they're with they're with young ladies in their 20s. That's a common thing you see here. It's a common practice. It's part of the culture. It's what you see. Again, in my particular case, I don't like to talk about my personal life, so I'm not going to tell you about age gaps. I've done a video on it already, but I'm not going to talk about my personal life on YouTube. But yes, there are guys out there. I know one of my closest friends. His girlfriend is 29 or 30, I think 29 or 30, and he is 56. I have one of my good friends out there. He is 50, and he's seeing a 20-year-old. So again, yes, there are a lot of people out there in age gap. I knew it was Angel. I knew it was Angel. I like your ETF, but please go over GOF with your friend. Overpriced. I'll tell you where I'm at right now. GOF, you're saying it's overpriced. I can't tell you if it is or not. I don't put a lot of research into it. I just take out a list. These are the safe ones to have. They have a very good what do you guys call them? A very good graph where everything stays positive. You always get the same dividend, or the dividend grows. All right, I'm gonna go over my list with you guys and show you. I don't mind showing you right in there right now. I am pulling out about $920 per month. I got 93,000 in there now. GOF. Let me look at all my holdings. I'll tell you guys how far I'm up right now. So one of my best ones happens to be JEPQ. I'm up 8.31%. GOF, also one of my other larger ones. I have 2.41%. THQ, I'm actually down 4.51%, but at one point I was actually down 15%, but now it's came all the way back. Excuse me. SPYI, I'm up 5.63%. JEPI, I'm up 1.71%. CSWC, I'm up 9.25%. AGNC, I'm up 8.25%. ARCC, again, I don't have very many shares, but I'm up 1.75%. And PDI, I'm up 5.78%. So again, they're doing quite well for me. The staff just got here. I'm wondering, can I get a Coke or a Royal? Oh, not open yet. What time does the bar open? 10:30? You want to come say hello? Oh, I got another shy one, guys. She doesn't want to come say hello to all the champions out there. Paul Smith, thanks for all your informative videos, Brett. No, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just here to convince you guys there's a better life outside the U.S. and outside of Canada. That's all I'm here for. Other countries as well. Other countries cost a lot more than here. I've had a lot of guys. I mean, I'll just give you guys an example. I got an interview coming up with a guy named Jay, and we met before he got here, and we talked. And he moved into Marco Polo, and we talked and met several times. He goes to every one of the meetings, and he came here from Mexico, and he loves it so much more here than he did back in Mexico. He loves the Philippines. So again, I'm glad people are following the channel. I'm glad people are making the decision to move to the Philippines and retire here. That's what my channel is all about. Gabe, Raymond, there are countries large age gap expats and Filipinas here in Cebu IT Park, often with no regard as to expats' age or physical shape or appearance. Got to see it to believe it. Again, I have seen guys here in their 80s with young ladies that are in their 20s. Again, that's just how it happens over here, as part of culture. Hello, Paul Smith from Gabe. Yes, I like Mr. Dave. I like Barcode Bar and Mango Square. When I feel lonely, I go there and to sit down and have a beer with a girl, but lady drinks went up to $8 each. Yeah, going out, guys, can be a lot of money. So again, I just gave it. Where's your list of ETFs? I just gave every single one of them. So if you want to go back and listen to that, or if you maybe I'm behind a little bit, I went through my entire list. But again, doing quite well. Life with Chris B. Chris Battle in the house. How's it going, my friend? Got here late, but I just noticed you're over 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Go dogs! I'm hoping that the 10K subscribers gives the dogs the luck and the experience needed to pull out a big victory next week. Woo! How about the dogs? Well, guys, I've been on here for an hour and 13 minutes. I am going to call today. I have come to the end of your questions and comments. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are the greatest out there. Thank you guys so much. I can't say enough about you guys. You guys are my champions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say enough. You guys are the greatest. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button this time. Let me know I'm doing a good job. And until next time, guys, I love the Philippines. I got another one. Let me just go. There's Gabe. Guys, those of you who are still fence straddling, asking the hamster wheel for permission to have a life with dignity, go AWOL. Another way of life. Yes, awaits. You're exactly right. All right, guys. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are my champions. You guys are the greatest. Until next time. I love the Philippines, baby.